Good morning, everyone. My name is Mighty Stream, and I'm going to do your August the 7th just for today in a meditation. I hope you're doing well this morning. I have a lot of gratitude for being alive today. So my spirit is strong today, and I'm grateful for that. The title of the meditation, speaking of gratitude, is the gratitude list. We focus on anything that isn't going our way and ignore all the beauty in our lives. That comes from the basic text, page 80. It's easy to be grateful when everything runs smoothly. If we get a raise at work, we're grateful. If we get married, we're grateful. If someone surprises us with a nice present or an unasked favor, we're grateful. But if we get fired, divorced, or disappointed, gratitude flies out the window. We find ourselves becoming obsessed with the things that are wrong, even though everything else may be wonderful. This is where we can use a gratitude list. We sit down with a pen and paper and list the people for whom we are grateful. We all have people who've supported us through life's upheavals. We list the spiritual assets we have attained, or we know we could never make it through our present circumstances without them. Last but not least, we list our recovery itself. Whatever we have that we are grateful for goes on the list. We're sure to find that we have literally hundreds of things in our lives that inspire our gratitude. Even those of us who are suffering from an illness or who have lost all material wealth, will find blessings of a spiritual nature for which we can be thankful. An awakening of the spirit is the most valuable gift an addict can receive. Just for today, I will write a list of things, both material and spiritual, for which I am grateful. Let's take a moment of silence, followed by the wee version of the Serenity Prayer. Moment of silence now, please. Thank you. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Just for today, please and thank you. Gratitude was such a concept that was so unattainable for me. Gratitude? You mean as in grateful? Grateful for poverty? Grateful for chasing the next one? Grateful for being in love with Dr. Jekyll? Grateful. Grateful for being trafficked? Grateful for having to fight almost at least twice a week. What was there? What was I going to be grateful for? Oh, okay. Wait a second. That I had some food to eat, that I wasn't scouring around in garbage cans to feed myself. Oh, you mean the season where I just lived strictly off of animal crackers, popcorn, cinnamon toast, and tea? Oh, that's more than what other people have had, some other people. Grateful that I still kept a job even though I showed up a mess. I've never been fired from a job. Grateful for that. Um, hmm. There's a lot that I could not see being grateful for when I first got here. There were so many things in my life that warranted pessimism, that warranted self-degradation, that warranted discontent, that warranted hatred, that warranted judgment of self and others. Oh, I have a long list of things that kept me H.O.O.D when I first got here. But it's funny how a day clean can start to change everything. Told you often about the promotion I received with one day clean. Just because someone else was praying for someone, whoever showed up at work first and early would receive a position that was the right arm to the VP of the credit and collection department of a major, major drug company. Huh. Just one day clean, that was a big gift for me to get, right? To receive that. So even with one day clean, my gratitude list started to change. I started to add things. And my recovery was number one. My recovery is number two today. My recovery is number two, and it almost is a number one. The God that I serve, right? My higher power is number one. But I want to make sure that when I'm talking about my gratitude list, number one and number two are almost the same, because I would not have come to a point of surrender to enough to be humble enough to ask a God that I claim to love, but was resentful towards, to help me with my recovery, help me stay clean, take my will in my life, right? And care for it, because I clearly am not doing a good job. So my gratitude list starts out like that. I would love to pull out my old basic text. Well, not my old one. I have 3 right here, and all of them have a permanent gratitude list in the back of them. And that's what I want for you to do. I want for you to grab your basic text. Oh, and I got some good news for you guys too. Hold on, okay? I want you to grab your basic text and put your permanent gratitude list in the back of it. And anytime you get down on yourself and feel discouraged, I want you to look at your basic text and look at that gratitude list. This is the gratitude list that doesn't change. Your life, your recovery, your children, the ability to be fully self-supporting. These are the things I want you to list that are truly things that you're grateful for, and keep that in mind. So listen, really quick before I let you go, because I'm sure you can relate to the topic, how we come in and how we are today, right? We focused on everything that wasn't right. It's hard talking to someone, having a conversation with someone that is so focused on all the wrong that is going on in their life. I can't do this because of this. And if y'all hadn't done this, I wouldn't have had to do this. And it goes on and on and on. And what I want you to remember is that when people are sick, unwell in their spirit, they speak about what's unwell. Sick people talk about being sick. Most sick people. How are you doing today? I'm down with a cold. I don't feel well. I have all these symptoms. You hear the list go on and on and on, because that is what is going on with them. That's even with people that are spiritual minded, right? The only difference is that we've learned to reconstruct, right, our thought pattern and gear it more towards gratitude. Now, here's something I want to share with you. You know how when you're sponsoring someone and you tell them to read all the literature they can find on step one before they go to write it out of the step working guide? Well, I hate to say it, rumor has it, rumor has it that the World Service Office is going to create a book that has all of the information per step and the questions from the step working guide contained in it. So if you think living clean and our guiding principles that talks about the tradition, if you think all of that is just beautiful, the spiritual principle a day is our new meditation. If you think all of that is wonderful, you just hold on. It's going to get better. My name is Mighty Stream. I've enjoyed talking to you. I hope that you are going to have a beautiful day on purpose. Make that gratitude list and send me a comment down below of just a couple of things. It doesn't have to be 20, but just a couple of things that you're grateful for. Introduce yourself to me so we can start engaging each other. I'm going to have a beautiful day on purpose as well. Talk to you soon.